We back in bed. Oh, that's crisp right there. I can hear everything.
You gonna sing the Batman theme song right now? Not right now, but right now? And not right now. And not right now, but right now.
Oh, we live.
I did not.
Yeah.
No.
Creeping on the come up as usual.
Keelan.
Daddy issues, man. We back. Back again with more issues, if you will. We got Keelan in the studio, man. Usually we just got Keon's son Kendrick up in there, but Keelan is here with his briefcase, his haircut.
What are you doing?
His benefits at the job. You know what I'm saying? Working what? Part-time? 30 hours a week? Okay. All right. Yeah. Interning on the side. Yeah, man, do your thing, man. Got his briefcase full of documents. They're blank pages, but, documents nonetheless. We back, man.
Yeah.
Keelan, he out for the summer?
Yeah. But he's going to summer school, though.
Oh, he going to summer school?
Yeah. We gotta go look at a daycare tomorrow. I mean, tonight, actually.
Okay.
For both of them, because I'm pretty much gone all summer.
Yeah.
So we got to find a daycare and then get the bus schedule so they can take, not the city bus, but, the school bus.
The school bus?
Yeah.
Oh, the good old school bus.
So they take the bus from, the daycare to the school and whatnot.
I never had the opportunity to ride a school bus.
Me
I was
either.
a city bus kid.
Yeah, me too.
I had to take 2 CTA buses in Chicago to school every morning. Well, it was 1 initially, then it was 2 when I moved over there by Stony Island. Yeah, the city bus is a different environment, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them on.
It's man, listen. Everybody getting on that bus. It's just me as a kid, solo. It was quite the. I felt like we were doing more grown stuff at a younger age when I grew up.
Oh, absolutely.
Going downtown, riding the city bus, solo, in like 6th grade. I'm like, man.
It was normal. I remember taking.
That's just
I remember
how
one
we
time
roll.
I asked my mom to take us to go get a haircut. She was like, "Take the bus," and we just did not want to take the bus, so we purposely left late.
Yeah.
We was like, "Oh, we missed the bus. You gotta take us."
Treachery.
She drove to the next bus, past the bus, drove to. So I told her to get out and get on the bus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
We was
this.
halfway there.
Nah, man.
We was like, she was like, "Get on the bus." We was like,
on the bus.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We was like, "Mom, we're literally 2 extras. Get on the bus." And then we get on the bus, and it's just crazy dude in the back. We was like, "This is why we don't want to ride the bus."
She wanted y'all to
He was
experience
back
real
there
life.
wilding.
Everything ain't gonna be smooth and buttery and parental
She
safe.
dropped us off. She passed the bus. We was like, "You passed it already. Get on the bus."
Y'all gotta experience the crazy people, the dude that smell like piss. He's on every
he's
bus.
Always on the bus.
He's on every bus in every city in America simultaneously, smelling like piss.
Straight piss.
And then you gotta experience that, man. People getting their chains snatched. Oh man, the bus. I remember thinking, I was like, man, I'm gonna get sick holding on to these rails. I was like, man, the bus. Yeah, man.
Crowded.
My kids are so old and just independent now that I've turned into, my pets are my children now.
You're that guy?
Well, I have to be, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I got nothing. Because the boys, they just run up when they need somebody. It's just going downhill from here. So, got another cat to add along with Dapper. I got a black joint by the name of Midnight. He big.
The name you always use in the place.
Midnight, man. He bigger than Daps. We got him, man. The dude lied though, man. We went out there. We drove out there to Puente. It's about a 45, 50-minute drive yesterday. Man, my day off is trash. I be like, man, I'm going to take a day off, chill. I was running around all day yesterday in the heat.
In the heat.
Man, I felt like Virgil Till.
It was so hot.
Oh.
I turned, it's hot when I turn on the air.
Man.
I don't turn on the air.
I had the AC on smash.
I had it. I turned it on not yesterday, but the day before.
It's money well spent.
It was too hot. We was sweating all in the house.
It's money well spent.
It's just ridiculous.
But anyway, so we go out there. We drive out there. So Sabrina found the ad on Craigslist, I think. Had a picture up. Said he was a girl. And then said he was about 2 months. So we get out there, Dude is out there, and he's like, "Oh, this is a boy." I think he had somebody else in the pictures, but it was a black cat. It was a boy, and he was huge. His claws, though, because when we came, the cat was on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And we was trying to get in there. He had the claws. His claws was out. He looked like Logan, and I was like, I don't be wanting to get shredded. Dude was all scarred up, and he was like, "Yo, he got fleas?" He like, nah. And I just gave him a treatment yesterday. All right. So he went and met the parent. The mom was in there. She was chilling. And then we got him. He was in the thing.
Wait, like the cat's mom?
The cat's mom was there.
Oh, y'all went in there like, we going to take your
Yeah, we taking your last child. And she was just in there.
She was in there strung out like, I'm going to come back for you.
Right. Yeah, you hang in there. I ain't forgot.
She was in a house coat and a
Man.
robe, smoking a cigarette, rollers in her hair.
Broad day. So we put him in the cage. He tripping, of course. You know what I'm saying? And then, so we take him and we get him some stuff. He goes in there, and turns out he had fleas. He had a bunch of them. Not as many as Dapper had, but he had a bunch. Man, this dude was a straight lie in our face. Had the fleas, and we wouldn't take him to get his claws trimmed. And then he bigger, playful. You know what I'm saying? I like him. He calm with that. Dapper be all in his face trying to hiss, but he just be like, "Man, I'm used to other cats.
Yeah.
You tripping. I'll slap your face off if you tripping." We found out Dapper's only a month old. They lied, too, talking about he's 7 weeks. He a month. He ain't even supposed to be with us. So it's like, So
Bunch
cats,
of liars.
everybody lying out here, man. But the cats is here. I'm glad, we got another one to keep Daps, company, because I'm going to be going. I'm going to be the deadbeat dad out here. But, when I'm home.
Put him on the bus.
I put them on. They definitely
Put the
getting
cats
on the bus. The cats is riding the city bus.
Smelling like piss.
City bus in L.A. is just trash. Public transportation in L.A. is garbage.
It is.
Chicago, it was way better, way more efficient, way easier. You get on 2 buses, you good. I feel like L.A., you got to ride 7 buses, a train, then you got to hop on a crop duster, then slide in on another motorcycle, and then you good.
And the metro just don't go everywhere. It don't.
Right.
It's just.
You still got to do mad walking out
here.
Yeah. After you take 2 buses, you still got to walk on foot for 5 miles. 5 miles. You been playing basketball again with the Chocolate Sundae team.
Did I?
The Laugh Factory.
Did I play?
I don't know what you did.
Man, I'm not playing again. I'll tell you that much.
You done?
Yeah, look at this scar on my face.
It's just a scratch, man.
I don't need my face scratched, for one. 2, they hired a coach this year, and I didn't go to the practice. I had shows.
They taking it too seriously.
And so he played the people who went to practice. We talking about practice.
Yeah.
Not the game. So at halftime, I played about 3 minutes in the first half.
Okay.
Then at halftime, he was like, everybody was like, yo, you need to play him.
Yeah.
And he was like, when you get in there, shoot it. I was like, I got to be in the game to do that. He was like, you right. I was like, I don't know if you know this, but it's only me and another person out here who actually play collegiate sports.
Right.
He's like, all right. So in the third quarter, I kind of played a lot. And then, but I'm winded, so I was like, take me out,
Yeah.
I'll come back in. And at the end of the third, I get no clock. The fourth, I see how the game is going. I was like, I'm not giving. I took my shoes off mid-fourth quarter.
Okay.
Took everything off, put my bag away. They was like, what you getting dressed for? I was like, I ain't getting in. I said it loud, too. He ain't playing but the same 5 people.
Right.
And then he was riding them we was up 10-12 the whole game. And then one dude kept messing up, and he would not take him out. He missing free throws. He turned the ball over, and he kept him in. Everybody on the bench was like, what are you doing, man?
I guess he shows up to practice.
I was like, I don't know. But I won't play again. Now, I'm not going to play to get scratched up and then not play.
Right.
I was like, no. And I'm the only person here worth playing. Me and like 2 other people.
So you got scratched in the third quarter?
Yeah. And I was like,
how many points you had?
I don't know.
What was your stats?
Trash. Because my minutes was trash.
2 points.
Trash.
Negative
I was like, I'll
1
never
blocks,
play again.
3 rebounds.
Not with this going on.
Yeah. It's a done deal.
Scratch
man.
for nothing.
Yeah, man.
And then, you have a scratch on your face. So I went to the Chocolate Sundays that night. What happened?
Oh, man. This is a nice little scratch. Who got long nails on the court?
That's what I was mad about.
Cut
I was
your
like,
nails.
Every time I go hoop, I cut my nails before I go.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's out here with nails this long?
And dudes be
to
having
do that?
long nails out.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
I'm
Cut
like,
your
what are y'all
nails,
doing?
dudes. Especially if you're going to be playing stuff. When you trying to swipe at the ball.
It was just ridiculous.
Cut your coke sniffing fingernails.
all the way here. I'm like, what are you doing?
Man, that's a quality scratch, too.
I just hope it don't scar. That's what I was mad about.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care about the scratch. I don't want to scar because I had a similar scratch on my shoulder, and it like you know how keloids up. You know what I mean? So I didn't want. I don't mind a bruise, but I don't want
the keloid.
I don't need that on my face.
You know what though? Like I remember I got hit in the face with a car wash spray gun.
Ooh.
And I had a huge like gash like right here.
Yeah, you ain't got it no more.
No, it's gone. It's just completely. You know what I put on it? I put on like my mom gave me this stuff that they use to put on like livestock for the rope burn and stuff. I put that on my face. It worked, man, because you couldn't even see it. Because I thought I was gonna have a Scarface. I thought my name when I was online for Sigma at the time, so my name was Scarface when I was online. But it healed right up. I was like, oh man, because I was ready. I was like, this is gonna be my life.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a scar right here with a story to tell. And it healed up quite nicely. I was like, man, I kind of wanted the scar, to be honest with you. I'm weird like that.
I don't want the scar.
I wanted that gritty. I wanted that Omar from The Wire scar. But it healed up quite nicely. But you ain't pulled nothing. That's good, man.
Oh no, I was stretching so before the game, I started hooping again recently. And then I was like, I'm going to just stretch, so I don't pull nothing. But now I just stretch, like, while we're watching TV. I've been feeling fantastic. Yeah, I just be stretching, and it feels so good.
People overlook stretching, man. I'm a horrible stretcher. I'll be not stretching. I'll be going to the gym, come back, nothing.
When I lift weights, I stretch a little bit. I don't stretch super hard. But just in general, I just been stretching.
Yeah, I'm horrible at it. I need to get better. I did a little stretch machine the other day at the gym, and I was like, oh, man, you felt it. It was a simple machine. I was like, oh, my legs.
And then your legs, you stretch your hamstrings. It help you. A lot of people be like, my back hurt because your hamstrings is tight. So tight. You need to loosen them up. They're pulling on your back.
My back hurts.
Now your fingers.
My fingers hurt.
Now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Speaking of pulling something, they threw Kevin Durant back in the game last night.
Oh, so stupid.
He played a quick got 11 points real quick, and then leg just popped loose.
I blame him though. I blame the organization, everybody, because like you as an athlete, you know your body, and he knew he shouldn't have played.
Right.
And I think KD. I mean, obviously we know he cares what people think. He's emotional, and he probably was trying to prove something to the nation. Like, F them. Kawhi sat out a whole year. Like, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm sitting out. This is my body, my career.
But he also has cornrows. He don't care about what people think.
He don't care.
He just don't care.
And, well, Durant don't brush his hair. He don't care either.
I mean, the peasiness is just, you know what I'm saying. But, man.
I wouldn't have been out there, man, and trying to prove something. And now you didn't pull something. You didn't hurt something for real. And, your comeback's going to be longer. And for what? Because you scared of what sports writers are going to say or your team?
They needed him, man. You don't think it just came from a pure need to see your team win? It could have been that. Like, because I would have done something like that. Like, y'all need me, let me get in there. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm going to try. I wouldn't have done it for, let me prove to the people. I'd have been like, let me help the team out. Because they need him. They need KD, and I
he's
think
a luxury. They don't need him; they want him. You obviously are better with one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah,
a need and a luxury is two different things.
They need him for this.
Nah, like to have him. Obviously, they're so much better because he's a superstar.
Right,
but need, nah. They won the game without him.
They won one game without him.
They won 2 games without him.
Well, but he had 11 points. You take his points off the board, they lose. They lost the game. He gave them a hefty lead in the beginning. They held on as long as they could. Then Toronto did what they did.
Kawhi was like, hold on.
He turned in.
Oh, my God.
The third quarter, he didn't do nothing. The fourth quarter, he turned it up big time.
And then the coach called a timeout.
Yeah, kill the momentum.
Why are you doing that?
Kill the momentum.
Doing? He's like, I think we're killing too hard, guys. Everybody take a break. Well, what are you doing?
And then DeMarcus Cousins almost cost them the game.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Dumb.
You know what I don't like? And this has been going on since the beginning of time. I hate when it's an obvious foul, when the players be like,
why?
What? Like, come on.
Oakley was the king of that. I don't know if y'all remember Charles Oakley on the Knicks.
Derek Fisher used to do it a lot. I hated it.
Charles Oakley would give you the most violent fouls. He would stab you on the court and still be like, what?
Yeah,
He got the bloody knife in his hand.
It.
What you mean? He got an axe. He got Thor's hammer in his hand. He just hit somebody in the face with it. What, ref? Every time.
It gets on my nerve. DeMarcus was so bad yesterday. They showed the replay of when he fouled somebody. He looked at it and was like, I got it.
Man.
Like, no, you didn't. And then when the crowd boos after they show the replay and it's clearly a foul, I'm like, what are you booing?
Yeah.
It's a foul.
Right.
I be at home annoyed. I'm like, just put your hand up. I did it. And then go on about the
right.
day.
Own it. Own it. If I foul somebody, I'm owning it. Unless
I give people fouls when I'm in the open gym. I be like, I got him. Ball up top.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even let them call their own fouls. I know what I did.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hate it, though. Every time, though. Every time. They fight it every time.
Boogie was like, "What?" I was like, that was an illegal screen. We all saw it clear as day. That's what be making me laugh about Draymond. He's throwing a fit, and I'm like, look, you did it, man. What are you doing? You getting a tech for something you did? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
0 cents, man. It's like he wants the text.
I feel like he does.
He wants them.
I feel like
give me the text,
man.
It's good attention.
Because they're already holding back because they know he's super like wild. So they could tech him a lot more, and they don't.
Right.
And they like, I'm gonna let you react, but I'll be like, what are you doing? And now he got 6. If he gets one more, he has to miss a game.
Man.
So let's say hypothetically, the Warriors win Game 6. He's probably gonna get a tech. He ain't playing Game 7.
Man. Oh,
because he can't keep it together.
And they need him. Can I say that?
They do need him.
That little smirk laugh he gave after he hit that 3 was mad funny. You see what it is.
Yeah.
It was mad funny, man. One thing about the Warriors that I always enjoy watching is, unless they playing my team, the Bulls, but we in the struggle. But how the Warriors can just extinguish your little hot streak.
They can shoot.
Like, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry can just extinguish it at any moment. It's funny hearing it, the crowd just be hype, and then just to hear the hush up, mad funny.
They're a fantastic team.
Man, it's just like at any moment, man.
But the fans is trash.
The fans.
Facebook, everybody, we've been
right
joking around and everything. So DC tried to call us out, like me, Hannibal.
Because y'all schools was right in the Bay Area.
Yeah, and they was like, how you not rooting for us? And I was like, because y'all trash. This is what makes me laugh. People act like we don't remember. Like, we went to school with you.
Right.
We know you. We know you were wearing Laker jerseys 4 years ago. What are you doing?
The switch up, man.
What are you doing? I've been down. No, you don't. I can cue up a picture from elementary right now. You had a Shaq jersey on. What are you talking about? Like, that's what kills me is like they lie like Trump. Like, we have the proof, and you sitting here like, no, didn't happen.
I just wore that because my aunt gave me that. My aunt gave me the jersey, man. I just was wearing it for
just
her.
Keep it real. Like I keep it real. They be like, are you a Warriors fan? I'm like, I pulled for all the teams in the Bay, but we sucked when I was a kid.
Right.
So I was a player guy. Like, I liked players. I wouldn't, because they got good, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I've been down. I wasn't down like that. I would pull for them when they made the playoff. The We Believe team, like the whole Bay was rocking. Like, that was fun.
Yeah.
But don't act like, I remember being, obviously I started comedy in the Bay. I remember I'd have shows in San Francisco, and the Warriors be playing that night. And I would go in a bar and be like, yo, can y'all turn the game? It was all Giants game. I was like, can y'all turn the Warriors game? Oh, the Warriors play today? I'm like, word. But now you go in any bar in San Francisco, all the games is on. But y'all been down. I'm like, shut the hell up.
They ain't been down, man.
Like, it's annoying. And then on top of that, you get the asinine statements. Just the ridiculous. When they get caught up in the moment, somebody said Draymond is better than Charles Barkley, and I just stopped talking to him. I haven't talked to him since.
That's ridiculous.
I haven't talked to them since.
That is
so
ridiculous.
You deal with that, and the whole everybody doing it. I'm like, no, I don't want no parts of this.
You just fed up.
I'm done. I am done. It made me, one thing it did do though, it made me stop hating teams because I realized all fans are annoying and stupid. Like, I used to hate the Lakers because I'm like, they have the worst fans. And then when the Warriors got good, I was like, no, it's just fans are idiots. Yeah. Like, fans are annoying.
That's why I hated the Cowboys.
Yeah.
When I was in New Mexico, Cowboys. That was the first team I actually hated.
Yeah.
Even more than Green Bay. It was like, because the Green Bay Bears beef was eternal. But I didn't hate them, until later. But
and then I realized these teams have done nothing. It's the fans that piss us off.
It's the fans.
So I stopped hating teams. I don't hate any teams anymore. Yeah. But these fans are trash.
The fans, man.
They are so annoying.
What made you stick with the Raiders
That was my only actual team growing up. Like my dad took me to my first game, actually in L.A., and that's when they had Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
You know who don't like Bo Jackson? So I was in on the Raiders from jump, even though they sucked a lot. When I first got in, they didn't suck.
Right.
So as a kid, I was already invested.
You think if they would have sucked, you would have been?
I don't know, because my dad was such a big Raiders fan. I probably would have just followed suit.
Because
he wasn't a Warrior fan like that.
Gotcha.
Because he's from L.A.
That's what I did with the Bears, man. I forced the Bears on my boys. I remember when Serene was trying to venture out into other teams. I was like, I'll kick you out of this house right now. You ain't no son of mine. You trying to go for the Vikings? The Vikings?
Yeah.
How dare you? You know what I'm saying? But
I couldn't do it. And that's where my Niner hate came from, was living in the Bay. Because the fans.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the
They
Niners.
was super good.
The fans was, but what tripped me out about the Niners is like, they sucked for the entirety of football, and then they were good for 10 years.
Yeah.
Then they sucked again. But they talk like, you've been good for decades. No, you haven't.
Man.
You had a hot, run, and that was it.
But the
arrogance.
But the fans we got a lot of Super Bowls. So they're going to carry that.
Yeah, you got them all at once.
What, they got 4 or 5?
They got 5.
Yeah, that's a
lot.
lot.
But I'm like, it's 2019 now.
Yeah.
You still talking about 94? Like, no.
People always going to hold on
I'm
to
like,
the old.
no, you can't do that. But I don't even hate the Niners anymore. I don't even.
Yeah.
Because I just, like, I'm not going to be invested in these teams because people are stupid.
People hold on to the old, even when I talk about the Bulls. Like, everybody knows I'm a Bulls fan, and people be like, yeah, I ain't got Jordan no more. Like in an argument, I never bring up the old Bulls.
Yeah.
But then people just bring it up for me. I was like, I'm not even talking about it. You brought that up, because they had one of the best teams of all time. But we've been trash for so long. I just be focused on the now. People are like, who's Jordan? I'm like, y'all brought him up, not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm pulling for the Warriors in this because, 1, I like Steph Curry, and 2, DC is my boy, and he's a Warrior fan. I don't know any Raptor fans.
I know one, Sterling.
I don't know any. And so, well, I guess I know Sterling, but I'm not as close to him as I am with DC, so it's like, I'll pull for the
But
Warriors.
DC be one of the fans I be talking about. DC be, I mean, he's been a fan. No, he's always been a fan.
Yeah.
But DC be coming with the wild statements, and I'll be like, I can't talk to
A
you.
lot of times, though, DC just be doing that just to get everybody riled up.
Yeah. This is why I don't really care when DC do it sports-wise, because he do it anything-wise.
Yeah.
Like, I know DC is in the moment person. A song could drop today, a week from now, DC would be like, this might be the greatest song ever. And I'll be like, calm down, bro. That's just how he is.
Yeah.
So I don't really get mad when he say wild warrior stuff. I'm like, but you're just always in the moment with everything. So I don't really care. I think Kerr might be the greatest coach. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Steve Kerr, man, he played for the Bulls.
He did.
Throw that in there.
And San Antonio. He got 5 rings. And
he got
3
some rings,
as
man.
coach. He got a lot of rings, actually.
He out here, man.
Because he got 5 as a player, and then he's got 3 as a coach.
He can shoot them threes. You know what I mean?
Arizona.
So, I
Arizona.
like Kerr as a coach, and when he backs the players, even on social issues, I'm like, all right, Kerr, I like you, man. Him and Pop, man.
Yeah.
Him and Pop. I like that. So, the Stanley Cup Finals is going on the hockey tip. We got St. Louis versus Boston. I would rather St. Louis just get it just because I'm sick of Boston winning everything.
They've been winning. Remember, they sucked for so long. The curse, the Babe Ruth, and then Boston just started winning.
Boston
everything.
is winning everything. And, all right, man. They got the most wins in the NBA. Football, they tied with the Steelers now for what, most Super Bowls? Is it a 3-way tie?
No,
Between
because
the
Niners have 5.
The Niners have
Cowboys
5?
have 5. Niners have 5.
Cowboys don't got 5.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, and then Patriots have.
Well, how many Steelers got? 6?
5. Patriots
the Steelers had more than the Cowboys.
Steelers have 6 and the Patriots have 6. Cowboys and Niners have 5.
There we go. Okay. So that's too many. Then the Red Sox won fairly recently. I'm just like, all right, I'm done. So I'm going to just go for St. Louis, man. St. Louis, they ain't got no football team no more. and it's Midwest. It's closer to Chicago.
I don't care who wins. Like the Sharks lost again. Like I told you, what was that a couple weeks ago? I was like, the Sharks gonna lose because that's what they do, and they lost again.
Is that who you root for on the hockey tip, San Jose?
Yeah, because Bay Area.
Closer.
That's what I'm saying. I'll root for the Bay team.
Yeah.
It's just these Warrior fans have gotten really annoying.
Right.
But I still, that's home.
Right.
But the Sharks fold every. I remember they went to the Western Conference Finals like 4 years in a row, and I was like, they gonna lose.
They Buffalo Bills of hockey.
They choke every year. It's just ridiculous.
That's who Toronto used to be. They used to choke every time in the playoffs.
Yeah, then they got the best player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that dude, man?
One thing I like about being from Chicago, we got a team for everything. You know what I'm saying? We in there. We got 2 baseball teams. Like the Sox are doing, they like almost at 500, and the Cubs are number 1 in their division.
Yeah, we got too many teams.
Yeah, y'all got a lot up there, man. There's a lot going on. Y'all got the A's. Y'all got the Giants,
Niners, Raiders, Warriors.
Which technically y'all got different cities though.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cities going on up there. Chicago is all Illinois has. That's all they got in the whole state. The Joliet Jumpers? Nah, that's not happening.
The what?
I just made it. The Joliet Jumpers, man.
I was like, that a team?
No. You got East St. Louis in Illinois, but ain't nothing in East St. Louis. No disrespect to any listeners from East St. Louis, but
East St. Louis. Ain't that where you're here from?
Yeah.
And Aaron Edwards, I think.
It's gritty over there, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's gritty. Super gritty. Let's go to some questions, man. You know what I'm saying? UPT Aaron has been a fan since the beginning. First of all, thank you for that. Appreciate it. He's about to have his first child.
Hey.
Congrats.
No pullout.
Congrats. And do we have any tips?
If you're still in the pregnancy, phase, my only tip is just take that phase to the face, man.
Yeah.
Because my other boy's about to have a baby. And he was like, man, she tripping. I was like, you just got to take it, dog.
Yeah. It's hard to just take it, though. It's easier said than done.
It is.
When they in your face with
and
it.
they just be wilding. You be like, what did I do?
Yeah.
They start name calling.
Yeah. It's an emotional time for
it is, and they can't control it, so.
Yeah.
You be like I did a lot of laughing. Like, I would just laugh because I was just like, this is so ridiculous.
Right.
But I know she can't control it. So I would just laugh, which most of the time would make her laugh because she knew.
You got to have somebody that matches that type of temperament.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody laughing at me while I'm emotional, that could make it worse. Oh, you think it's a game? And then it's just be a whole. But luckily, Connie's silly. So
she would laugh because she knew she was wild and she just couldn't stop it. Like, she couldn't control it.
Right.
But then after, I guess it would come down or whatever, she was like, ugh.
Them young hormones, man.
Like, she cried one time. I made some chicken wings for dinner.
And she was like,
and she went in the she went in the kitchen. I was like, oh, dinner's ready. She was like, ooh. And then she went in the kitchen. I guess she saw them and didn't want them no more. And then she was like, I don't want them. And just started crying. I fell out.
dang, man.
I was like, what? And she was like, this is so stupid. I thought I wanted the wings and I don't want the wings anymore. And I was like, what is happening?
Man.
Thank you.
So that's phase 1. Getting through your woman's pregnancy and emotions. Phase 2, the birth, the actual child rolling up.
You're going to get cussed out in there, too.
Cussed out. Get ready for no sleep. The new babies equals no sleep.
None.
0
whatsoever.
sleep.
They don't give a damn.
They're going to be up at the wrong times, crying and making you get up. Tag team as best you can. Your girl might be miserable on the engorgement of the breasts right after. I remember the boy's mom, when she had Serene, and she's small up top. She's always been small up top. But, man, when she had Serene, they were huge, and she was in a lot of pain. It was just like, I felt so bad for her.
They be hard as rock. Did you touch it?
Man,
they be hard
and she was just.
rock.
I remember walking in one time, and she was just sitting there, shirt off, just crying. And I was just like, and you feel helpless as a man because you can't take some of the pain away, even though you want to. It's like, what you need, it just be like, oh, I'll be feeling so bad.
And then they emotional and if they can't do stuff, some can't produce enough milk,
right?
So they don't feel like, I can't feed my baby.
Yeah,
you just be like,
it's a lot. Women go through the ringer on childbirth.
Man.
When women bring it up a lot, it's a card they can pull because it's a lot.
Yeah.
And
especially the first 2 years.
Oh my God. From the pregnancy to the birth to the after effects of the birth.
Yeah.
it's a lot to deal with.
How the kids be with the mom versus the dad.
Oh man,
the kids be just whiny with the mom.
Dude,
attached.
We got it easy.
Yeah,
we just bust it off in there, and then that's all we got to do. The rest of the heavy lifting on us is just waking up with the baby when they crying. The babies be crying.
They just be up.
So if you get a crier, if you got multiple kids, usually one's gonna be a crier and one's a little bit more calm. Hopefully, Serene was the crier, Sincere was the calm one, and then it's funny too. Like they haven't really much changed that much from that. Like Serene is still more. Sincere can talk. Like you get him going about stuff he's into, he can chop it up. But Serene can talk. He can talk on the phone. He be asking questions, laughing. I was just watching because he came over yesterday to see Midnight, and he was just talking, laughing, and stuff like that. Sincere is way more quiet unless we talking about video games or movies or something. He can go for hours with the long story. So it just depends. But on the phone, Sincere is trash. He'd be like, "Yeah, I need this." Okay. But Serena give you a conversation on that phone. Because I remember Sabrina asked, who was that? And I was like, well, if I'm on the phone for a long time, it's Serena. Sincere just be like, I need this.
If I'm on the phone long time, it's my dad.
Yeah. Oh, man, my dad can go.
My dad can go.
Once he get into the Bible scriptures, I'll be like, oh, and I wanted to clear this up from a previous episode when I said my parents didn't go to college. I was mistaken. My mom pulled me to the side after she heard the episode. They both went to college. I don't know why. They just never talked about it, so I didn't know. And they both went to college. My dad went to Michigan, and then my mom went to several. And I was like, so I got to correct that now. My parents did go to school. Sorry. I didn't know because they never talked about it. It was no sweaters, no paraphernalia. I just didn't, I didn't think. So my apologies to my parents on the the fake news. They both went to college, and I just want to clear the air to the listeners because my mom straight pulled up and was like, actually, me and your dad did go to college, and yeah. Keon and Kendrick had to dip off, but we're going to hold the porch down, Keon. Oh, wait, no, that was Keelan that left. All right, well, Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So what's it like being a kid with no kids? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you going to leave too? All right, well, fine. You know what I'm saying? This is Daddy Issues featuring Tony Baker now. And I'm going to go to another question. Jamal Ellis asks, what's good, y'all? This is a question for both of you, okay? If you guys were in the MCU, I can go in on this for a long time. If you guys were in the MCU, which character would you be and why? Now, I'm holding Iron Man because, Kendrick handed me Iron Man, but I wouldn't be Iron Man. I feel like, honestly, Iron Man got more popular because of Robert Downey Jr. He was always a cool character. He was around, but the movie actually made him more popular. Now, I always thought, and I'm glad you asked this question, which character would I be and why? I would love to be T'Challa, of course, because he's super wealthy. He's a king. You know what I mean? So that'd be great. But the two powers I thought about most, the crackers? The two powers, you gonna hand me the back? The two powers I thought about most often in the MCU are Wolverine and Storm. Okay. Now Wolverine has the healing factor that's super attractive. He's got the healing factor. It slows down his age. He's immune to like most diseases. Bulletproof. He can heal. The healing factor is amazing, but I don't want the claws. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the souped up Wolverine where they infuse the adamantium into his skeleton. I'm talking about regular Wolverine with the bone claws coming out. Nah. Storm, on the other hand, Storm can control the weather. She can fly. She's immune to the weather around her. Like she can set her own temperature. So if she's in Antarctica, she can be at a nice room temp. If it's hot in the summertime, she can be at a cool 75 degrees. I want that power. So I feel like if I had Storm's powers are that's who I would want because I can fly, control the weather. I'm never too hot, never too cold. And I feel like I can help the environment a lot by, I can help put out, forest fires. I can hit up, areas in drought, hit them with some rain. I feel like I can save a lot of lives with Storm's powers And Wolverine's power is just what would I do with him? Just besides the healing factor, what I'm gonna do with claws in the real world? Like, yeah, let me cut that for you, and I just come in with the claws. Here's the question.
I saw
you got it.
Yeah.
Who would you
I
be
don't know.
in the MCU?
Because I think about this all the time. Because I love the ability to fly.
Yeah,
but I'll be like, I think I would rather have, because you know how like Magneto and Jean technically can fly.
Magneto.
But so if they need, you know what I mean? But they
Yeah.
can't fly.
They can't fly.
So I'm like, and then I like multiple powers.
Yeah.
So like I more so know who I wouldn't want to be versus who I would.
Yeah,
want.
it's tough because a lot of people got good stuff.
Yeah,
like Quicksilver. Like, that'd be great.
I don't want to be Professor X. That just sounds. Yeah. It just seems like it's a lot,
and it's too tempting
to know what. But it's just to know what everybody's doing. Like it's just like
that's a lot of voices in your head.
And then I don't want to be Cyclops.
Oh, with the optic beams?
Yeah.
What would you do in the real world with that?
I just don't.
You would do nothing.
And I would want a power where I could look regular.
Yeah.
But still, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want it obvious that I was a mutant.
Right.
I don't want people looking for me, checking for me.
That's the thing about being a mutant. Sometimes it's,
Yeah.
I think Storm got the best powers in hip-hop.
Storm is super dope.
I would love those powers, man. Because they would, I get cranky in the summertime.
Oh.
And so I can cancel out being too hot. Give me Storm all day.
Yeah, if it's just you can do your own.
Yeah, you had a cool 77, 75, whatever your favorite temperature is, you can set it.
Damn, I don't know who I'd be. Because I have my favorite guy is Gambit, but I don't know if I'd want to be him.
Just charging stuff up and throwing. I mean, how would you use that in the real world? So, yeah.
Probably somebody who can go. There's multiple people that can go invisible, though.
You would like to be invisible?
I go through walls. I just want stuff that's convenient in the world. That's why I like flying.
Vision can fly, phase through walls.
But
he can't go invisible.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be him though.
You would have to look. You would have to have a red. Your body would have to be red.
Yeah, I don't want. He's weird looking. I don't want the weird looking.
I'm going with Storm. She's fine and she got mad powers. Except I would look like me with the powers. So Storm, and I could save a lot of people. I could just pull up. Oh, it's dry out here. I got y'all. Just give me a few hours.
I'm tripping. I read it as which powers would you want. It said which character would you want to be.
Oh,
then I want to be Black Panther.
I thought about
rich.
that too. Yeah.
I got a suit. I'm
Black Panther's key.
I'm T'Challa all day.
Which character would I be? I would have to go with Black Panther.
Yeah, I read
too.
it as powers and the character. I'm T'Challa, easy.
I would have to go with Black Panther as well.
I'm living the life.
What would you do differently?
I wouldn't have opened up like that.
You wouldn't have told the world.
No.
I don't think I would have either. We would have stayed.
I've seen how history works.
We would have helped people on the low.
Yeah, on the super low.
Yeah.
I'm not opening up to nobody.
Yeah, because now everybody wants in on Wakanda now, and I want to see how this plays out in the future.
Yeah,
of the Black Panther franchise.
I know how history works. I'm not opening up nothing.
Yeah, man.
And letting these people come in and try to colonize. No.
Because they got rich.
Yeah.
And then people drooling now.
Nope, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
Great question, though, Jamal. Right up my alley.
D-Money asks, do y'all smoke weed? If so, how often? I do. Actually, I don't. I have a bunch of pens.
You got them from...
Yeah, I did it.
They offered me a whole bunch of stuff when I did his show.
Yeah,
but I was like, I don't need none of this. I got the CBD oil, but I was like, I don't need
I got a box full of. I am even when I think the first time I ever smoked, I was 18, and then I was always the guy who, somebody be like, it's 420, smoke with me, or it's. Last day of final, smoke. I was like that guy. I'm not every day waking bake. Nah, that ain't me.
Right.
But like we going out today, or we
we celebrate.
Yeah, like I was like 4 times a year guy.
Okay.
And then ever since pens and stuff came out, I still wasn't that guy like that. And edibles got more popular and stuff. But then when I got the box from, I'm like, well, it's free.
Right.
And even half of it, I gave the like two joints away. I gave the actual weed because I don't know how to break it up and all that stuff. So I gave it. I gave that away. I gave the grinder away.
Okay.
I gave the I gave the oil away,
Mm-hmm.
the THC. All I did was keep the pins, and I gave everything else away
Right.
to people who actually get down. You know what I mean?
People
like,
about that life.
I'm occasional, just like after the boys went to bed, I'll go in the backyard and then we'll watch some TV.
Right.
Like, or just chill. I'm on the road by myself. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Just chill out. But even that's once I didn't have the same pen. The pen only has 100 hits in it, and I didn't have this pen for a good 2 months, 3 months. Like, I don't don't do it like that.
Right.
I just and it don't take much because I don't do it like that.
Right.
A few puffs, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Right.
So yeah, I do, but I don't though. You know what I mean? I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself a. And every time I've ever done it, it was free. I've
you think
never
I'm spending
paid.
money on this
I'm not.
crap?
Yeah, hell
Get outta
no.
here. For me, I've probably smoked weed a total of 4 times in my whole life.
Yeah.
In terms of like actually smoking it. I tried it the first time with my boy Mario, and I was like, I don't get the hype. Tried it again, I was like, I still don't get the hype. I smoked one time. We drank and smoked at the same time.
Oh.
I was obliterated,
That's
but
the
it
worst.
we laughed so much. We was in there dying, and then I was like, let's go get something to eat. And we was walking for 2 hours. We was like, man, let's go back. It's cold. We turned around. We was 5 houses away from where we started. But I swear up and down, we was walking for like hours. Like, man, we ain't never gonna make it. And then I was still tore up the next day when I went to work at Dairy Queen. I was still feeling the effects. And so I was like, oh, weed does work. That was the first time I knew it worked. Last time I smoked, I wanted my boys to stop smoking so much. So I was like, all right, if I smoke on New Year's Eve, will y'all cut back on the smoking? Because they were just going overboard with it.
Both of them?
Yes. Like,
Really?
Because they had never smoked. Not my sons.
Oh.
Oh, no. These are my boys in college. And I was like, all right, if I smoke on New Year's Eve 2000. Serene was born like January 3rd. So it was New Year's Eve 1999, actually. And so I smoked with them. And then I felt like my chest was like sealing up. So I was like, you know what? Weed ain't for me. And that was the last time I smoked it. And I probably had like 2 edibles since
them
then.
edibles, I am a fan.
The last time I did edibles, man, I did
too much
like what was
the last
happening.
time, and I threw up.
I was like, I don't like this.
But because they didn't tell us what it was, they didn't tell us
I went in.
that it was like a triple dose, something else. And so me and my brother we went to see Super Troopers
Yeah.
Part 2. So he's like, we're going to get a little high, go in here and be dying.
Right.
And we ate that, and I was laughing. And then I was like, it kept climbing. I was like, nope, this ain't going to turn out well.
Man.
And I threw up like 6 times. And it was the day
in the
I
movie
had
theater?
to do the Heart of the City thing.
Oh.
So I'm panicking. Luckily, I had ran the set so many times around here. I was on autopilot.
Okay.
So I ripped the set. But no one knew that I was obliterated.
Right.
They was like, man, I was like, that was all memory.
That's funny.
That was all repetition because I was done. I threw it right before I got on stage.
Man. So you had to throw up breath.
I had the Jordan flu game that night.
Threw up.
I was done.
I be thinking about throw up breath all the time. Like when people throw up in movies and TV and they just wipe their mouth and start talking. I be like, but the breath.
Yeah, weed is fun. Like I remember one time we was in college. In college I probably did it more often. We was in Montana. What else there to do? But one time we got high as hell. Like I mean, and we was drinking. And we was all just sitting. It was like 12 of us just in the house watching. I think we was watching a game at first, and then we put on a movie or something. And we was dying. Like I mean, dying laughing.
Everything's funny.
And then you know how you kind of laugh yourself out?
Mm-hmm.
So it was super quiet. And Bill Walton had said something earlier that night that was crazy, right? So it's quiet. We all lumped over the couch. And somebody goes, Bill Walton. And everybody, all he said was Bill Walton.
Bill Walton, man.
And everybody, we laughed for about 30 minutes.
Man.
And then we got hungry. So we were like, my roommate had a deep fryer.
Mm.
And I was like, man, we hungry. And everybody was like, it was like late. We couldn't go out and get nothing. Be like, man, just everybody go get everything you got in your cabinets and your freezer. So we deep fried every single thing we had in the freezer in the cabinet. So that night I had deep fried Oreos, deep fried Eggos, deep fried ramen, we deep fried everything, and it was delicious. I don't know, it probably was nasty, but we was so high. It was delicious.
It's deep fried. It probably was delicious.
We was eating fries, everything. We was just like, if somebody would take, what about this? Throw it in. again.
Man.
We were just throwing it in there.
I'm glad y'all was able to eat that night. We never ate.
Oh, y'all didn't eat at all?
We never made it to the corner store. We like, let's turn back. And then we went in there and passed out. I don't know how I woke up on time for work. And I was still told. I will say this, though. That night when I drank and smoked weed, it was the perfect buzz. Because we were laughing so hard at nothing. And I was just like, and even the next day, I was still just like, man, I'm still.
I've woken up high before.
Toe up.
Yeah, I did that. We smoked going to a basketball tournament. Not a real one. This is for In-N-Out's basketball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And we was going to that. So we smoked in the car all the way to the place at the guy's house. Then we smoked. I had never smoked out of a bong before. So I took a bong hit, and I took way too much. And I was lit. So we laughed all night, ate. Next morning, woke up, and I was like, I'm still high. And everybody was like, me too, man. So we go to the game, and this is how bad, it's in and out. This ain't.
Right.
And this is when we were in college, so we're still in, college shape.
Right.
So we still won by 20, but we was high. I had teammates who used to play high all the time. I never understood how they do it because that was the only time I've ever done it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this game is in slow motion.
Man.
Like they would score, I was like, "That's what's up."
Dang, bro.
Dang, that was a great shot.
That's what's up.
I didn't even know how I played.
The handles, bro.
We won by 20, but I was like, "Whoo!" I was lit.
The tech, it's crazy.
Really,
bro.
ref? That's a foul.
The ref.
You wild, bro.
You ever think about the stripes, bro?
Oh,
that's funny. But yeah, that's the answer, D Money.
Yeah.
So pretty much for me, it's a no. On the smoke, absolutely not. But
yeah, for me, it's like I said, I've been on the same pen for 2-3 months. So
this shows you how we get down, D Money. 757 P-Town asks, why don't anybody talk about the legendary comedy movie Talking Dirty After Dark?
I don't even remember that movie.
I'll tell you right now why I don't talk about it, because I didn't like it. It's got Martin Lawrence in it, John Witherspoon. The cast it looked like a no-brainer. And I remember I was excited to see it. I feel like it was only in select theaters. Yeah, and then it came out on video. I didn't like it. That's why I don't talk about it. Not a lot of people know about that movie. But when I watched it, and when I was hyped, and I was in prime, this was prime Martin Lawrence. I thought he was the funniest dude on the planet. And I watched Talking Dirty After Dark and was like, I'm not feeling this. So that's probably why people don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because
the cast, what was the cast where they had everybody in there?
The Wash.
Being trash. The Wash, and it had Tracy Morgan.
Chris
Rock.
Death at the Funeral.
They had everybody. And I was like, this should be funny. And it was hot garbage.
I don't even remember. I saw it at the movie theater, but nothing sticks. So, Talking Dirty After Dark, I saw it. Didn't like it at all. I was super disappointed. So that's why I don't
even know
talk
if I've ever
about
seen it.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't see that movie.
What's underrated is Dewey Cox.
Oh.
Walk Hard.
Walk Hard.
Is one of the funniest movies ever.
Walk Hard is one of my favorite movies. I'm mad. I was seeing this girl at the time. I took the DVD over there because we both loved the movie. I never got it back from her.
And asked for it. Man.
So, if you're watching this, let me get that DVD back.
Yeah, that movie's so
man
funny.
Dewey Cox. If you haven't seen Dewey Cox, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story with John C. Reilly, please do yourself a favor and get it. It's funny from the beginning.
I like Cotty. I watched it with her because she had never seen it. And we watched it late. Women good for falling asleep.
Oh.
She was in the bed. It's like midnight. She was in the bed dying. She was like,
funny,
this
man.
is funny.
You cut your brother in half.
The wrong kid died.
The wrong kid died.
When she left him, she was like, I'm leaving. He's like, how you going to leave me like this?
Man.
She was like, what have I ever? He's like, you don't be doing stuff? What have I ever done to you? What about that time I got up in the middle of the night to get cereal and you just drank all the milk? You cheated on me. Oh, so you can get on me about cheating, but you can just drink up all the milk. Okay. Like,
he would always rip the sink out when times was hard. Oh,
that
movie is. I love it.
That movie's underrated. Bowfinger's underrated. Mm-hmm. Bowfinger be having me dying. I used to think Major Payne was underrated, but then I found out everybody loves that movie.
People love that movie. People love Bowfinger too.
Yeah, but I don't see people talk about it like that.
That's because Eddie Murphy got such a catalog that they just.
Yeah, Bowfinger. I remember I saw that in theaters, and I had to go back because I missed half the movie because I was laughing so hard.
Would you put it in Eddie Murphy's top 5?
In mine, yeah. I love that movie. I've seen it so many times.
Okay, all right.
I love it. That's underrated. But
It's better than Boomerang?
Well, Boomerang's a different type of movie. But I love Boomerang and Coming to America. You know what I mean?
What you like better, Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2? I like 2 better.
Which one did they go to the theme park?
Oh, that's the third one. That was trash.
What was 2?
2 was when they got the Diamond Heist. You got Bridget Nielsen in there.
And then 1.
They were stealing diamonds. And
I think 2.
1 was just the regular. He went to L.A. for the first time because his boy
2.
died. I like 2 better. Had better action. It flowed better.
The Beverly Hills Cop ones is actually, out of all his movies, those are the ones I'm like, all right.
Oh, you cool on?
Yeah. I'm like, all right. Even though it was another 48 hours, another 48 hours.
Oh, I love 48 hours.
It had super funny scenes.
I like 48 hours.
Like when they went in that country. He went
in there, let them have it, man. 48 hours, man, is dope. He didn't even show up for a long time in the first one. I think the movie was on like 40 minutes before Eddie Murphy emerged.
It was on for 48 hours before he showed up, man.
That's fast, though. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of listeners are asking about my shirts. Where can they buy them? TonyBakerComedy.com. You can get all the various shirts that I got. Just go to my website and look up the haberdasheries and the merchandise, and they all up in there. This shirt I got on today, this ain't none of my merchandise. This is some liquor, a cigar. I don't know what the hell it is. It's a liquor. It's a free shirt.
That's I mean, like people like, what is that? I don't know. It's free.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that pen?
But that shirt he got on right now, that's his brand.
That's mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah. But hey, man, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. As always, if you have any questions for us, ask us on the YouTube page. We'll tackle them on the show. And
don't hit Kendrick.
Always feel free to comment about today's episode. Who you picking in the finals? Who you going for? You know what I'm saying? Who you going for in the Stanley Cup Finals? What Marvel character would you be, and how would you change it? Let us know, man. Thanks for tuning in. TonyBakerComedy.com is where you can find all things me, and pull up on that. Keon.
Yeah, at Keon Polee. On everything. I actually started messing with my YouTube again, so subscribe to that. I'll put some stuff on there.
Yeah, y'all. Until next time, we out here.